Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Damlola Ahmed and I film about faith, lifestyle and beauty. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to stick with your New Year resolutions and your yearly goals. We're in the first quarter of the year 2023. How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you still on the path to achieving your goals, or are you already derailing, or do you think that you still need some help? Anyway, whatever season you have, whatever stage you have, I got you. I got you. So, without further ado, let's jump right into this video. To stick to your New Year resolutions, you need to break down your goals into daily habits and routines. So, take for example, you want to lose weight, you want to lose like 5 kg at the end of the month. What's your daily routine going to look like? Are you going to be going to the gym every day? Are you going to be waking up at 5 a.m. to workouts or do a little bit of general body workout for an hour? Are you going to be watching what you're eating? Are you going to be making sure that every day you do not eat certain sort of food like soda or cookies or cakes? Basically, you're breaking them down into daily routines and daily habits that are going to sustain you over the month, and that way you are able to then reach your goal at the end of the month or at the end of the week. So you need to break down your goals into daily habits. If you want to improve your relationship with God, for example, and you want to wake up early to do that, you need to make sure that every morning, as part of your daily habits or daily routine, you need to make sure that you are fellowshipping with God. You are carving out as little as 15 minutes, whatever is feasible for you, you're carving it out, let's say 5 minutes, to make sure that you are able to reach your goal and improve your relationship with God. Another way to make sure that you're sticking to your New Year resolutions or your goals is to review your goals frequently. Now, I recommend daily because I've spoken about the fact that you need to break them down into everyday routine or everyday activities. So, you want to come back every day and just engage yourself in what we call reflective practice. In your reflective practice, you are basically asking yourself, what went well? What didn't go well? Also, what did I learn? What can I do better? And then you're able to carry over the answers you got from your reflective practice of that day over to the next day. And that's going to help you to make sure that you're improving, you're getting better, you're able to identify what your distractions are, what your mistakes are, and then you are able to correct yourself as early as possible every day, so that you don't know reach the end of the month or the end of the week or the end of the year and you're like, gosh, this is what's happening again, I'm not reaching my goals. So making sure that you're breaking them down into daily activities and also reviewing them as often as possible, daily, weekly, monthly. Obviously, that depends on what the goal or what your resolution is, but always review yourself as often as possible. Another thing you need to do is to engage your subconscious mind. This is a whole topic on its own, but I will try to summarize it as much as possible. So basically, if you were putting your cup, every time you drink water, you put your cup on the left hand side, and you're like, oh, my resolution this month or this year is that I don't want to be putting my cup at the left hand side any longer. I want to be putting it at the right hand side. Now, because you've always put your cup at the left hand side, your body is going to say, your mind is going to say, we don't know this new year. Every time you drink water and you want to drop it on the right hand side, you find yourself going to the left hand side. That's not to say you've already told yourself, you've already told your conscious mind that you want to change it to the right hand side now, but your subconscious is still going to take you to the left hand side. So you need to learn to engage your subconscious into now rewiring it and re-engineering it back into what you want and then taking it into the right hand side. This also applies for your goals and your resolutions. Whatever it is you want to change in your life, whatever it is you want to see in your life, is a change for you, because that means there was something you were doing before that you want to correct or you want to change. But because you've always repeated that activity like for a long time now, just because you said doesn't mean your body is going to recognize it or your mind is going to recognize it immediately and the change is going to happen. So you need to start to engage your subconscious mind in such a way that you are re-engineering and rewiring it into this new thing you want or into this new resolution that you want. And what are the ways by which you can engage your subconscious mind. You can do this by journaling, you can do this by meditating, you can do it by praying, you can do it by confessions, you can do it by affirmations, whatever work for you. What we are doing in those, what that process is called, is just engaging your subconscious mind. That means you're calling forth the things you want to see. Now, you want to say you want to be calmer, or you want to be more emotionally intelligent, you want to control your anger. So you're not saying, you're calling in for it, you're telling yourself, I am able to control myself. I'm able to control my anger. You are engaging your mind. You are engaging your the imaginative part of your mind. You're engaging your subconscious mind. In fact, you're imagining yourself in the middle of somebody annoying you. Do you understand? And saying silent. And you are able to control yourself. Just engage that mind with your writing. Engage your mind with your speaking. Don't just speak. Don't just write. Engage your mind. Engage the imaginative power that your mind carries. And you have to do it repeatedly. And that's why a lot of us just give up on the way, because the things that you want to change did not just happen to you one day. The things that you want to change, the bad habits you want to change, the addiction you want to change, the things that you want to sort out did not just happen in one day. You got you continue doing this thing every day. It was a repeated task. So if you're going to change that part of you, if you're going to improve that part of you, or you're going to just become a better person or change, become a new you can't expect all of these things to happen in a twinkle of an eye. You need to give it time. It's not like it's not working. It's you that is not being patient with the processes that it involves. Basically, engage your subconscious mind in the place of journaling, in the place of speaking, in the place of affirmation, in the place of meditation. Engage that mind. See the things you want to happen in your life. Call them forth. Okay? Call your goals forth. See you becoming that resolution. See you becoming that person that has achieved the goals that you want. And trust me, you're going to see that it makes achieving or sticking to your resolutions even easier. Another way to make sure that you are sticking to your New Year resolutions is to have good support system. We can do nothing on our own. We do not have enough strength. Sometimes on some days we are overwhelmed, we're tired, we want to give up. We do not have any power inside of us again. But surrounding yourself with good people, people that remind you of the power you carry, people that are there to support you. As much as possible, if you can, it will be better for you to just get support systems that also have the same resolutions as you have, or the same goals as you have set to achieve. That way you are able to help each other, and when they find answers, when they find resources, they're able to share with you, because what you are going on the same path. So make sure that you have good support system. This cannot be overemphasized. They will kind of be an accountability system for you also, more than just being a support system. So you want to make sure that you have people, you surround yourself with friends and people that support you, people that appreciate you. Another way to make sure that you're sticking to your New Year resolutions or achieving your goals is to be self accountable. Yes, be self accountable. This means that show up for yourself. I mean, there was one time I was in DDK's coaching sessions, and she mentioned things like, if you do not show up for yourself, or if you're not able to achieve your goals, something like that, it shows that you do not respect yourself. Now, that can be a little bit harsh or sound a little, but sometimes it's true, because we know that if you work a 9 to 5 job, you know that even when you're tired, on some days you don't want to stand up from your bed, you are just overly tired. And if you had a choice, you would not go to work. But because you know that you have a responsibility that is waiting for you, you know that there are consequences for not showing up at your workplace, you decide to work, you decide to show up regardless. So imagine we apply the same principles into our personal lives or into our goals, and we show up for ourselves regardless, show up for our goals regardless of how we feel. Imagine how much success we'll be achieving in our personal lives. Just imagine. So sometimes I just think about the fact, on some days where I do not want to go to the gym, or I just want to come back to my house. I just think about the fact that for the past how many hours now, for the past like 8 hours, 9 hours, I've been at work, showing up for work. I'm tired. I just have to stand up to attend to my patient or do whatever I'm supposed to do. But now I want to go back home, and I know how going to the gym makes me feel. I know how it helps my mental health. I know how it makes me feel, basically. I know it's good for me. And so I'll just tell myself, if I showed up for work, regardless of how I felt, I'm going to show up for myself for this just 1 hour. And it helps me because I'm just going to go, and then And I feel better because if you don't pour into yourself, if you don't do the things that truly matter to you or that makes you feel empowered, you're not going to be able to pour into other people. You're not going to be able to show up for other people, or you're not going to be you're at your best self doing that. So maybe if you show up for yourself, be self accountable to yourself, you would realize that it helps you to stick to your goals, or it helps you to achieve your goals at the end of the day. Another way to make sure that you're sticking to your resolutions is that you fortify your mind and your spirit. Because what? Your body. Your body is just going to make you feel like scrolling through Instagram mindlessly. Your body wants you to sleep for hours. Your body wants you to consume junks. Your body wants your emotions to be all over the place. But you need to fortify your spirit and your mind such that they become stronger and they become the driving force for your life. How do you fortify your mind and your spirit? You do this by obviously watching the right content, listening to the right content, hearing the right things, basically, that are in alignment with your goals. So listen to things that remind you of who you are, what you carry, your capabilities, things that podcasts rather, YouTube videos, content, basically, books, basically, that just reminds you, pushes you towards your goals. Even when you're maybe in the kitchen or you're driving, feed your mind intentionally. Feed your mind intentionally because that way it will motivate you to doing the things you need to do. If you spend time just watching things that do not serve you, listening to things that do not serve you. Now, I'm not saying that you should not have times that you just let your head down and just do whatever and just watch comedy or things or just sleep off or rest. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying as much as possible, make sure that every day you're intentionally feeding your mind such that it is stronger than your body and your body is not the driving force. You want to intentionally fortify your mind and your spirit. Another thing you need to do is to create structures and systems that work around your goals. So, for example, you want to lose weight, you want to make sure that you're not going shopping and putting cookies or things or cakes around you, or you're meal prepping. That's another thing to do. That's creating a system and structure that helps you. Or if you want to wake up every morning or maybe improve your relationship with God, you know that if you sleep late, you wake up late and then you're rushing to work. You want to intentionally decide to sleep at a particular time and then wake up at a particular time so that they're able to what? Pray or study or just spend time with God. So you need to create structures and systems that help you. If you feel like you do not for example, your financial life, you just spend unnecessarily, you're not able to curb your spending, you you can decide to say, I want to download a app that takes a certain amount of money from my account immediately I get paid automatically, such that before you open your eyes the money is gone, kept away for you. For example, your social media, you want to make sure that you're following people that intentionally following people that helps with your goals, follow people that share wisdom, follow people that share acts or tips that is just aligning with your goals, that aligns with your resolutions. Don't follow people that you know that if you watch them too much or if you listen to them too much, they will derail you or they will make you feel like whatever it is that you're doing is all right, it's okay. And the last but not the least, which I feel is like the most important thing in sticking to your new resolutions or achieving any goal in your life, is do not give up on yourself. Yes. Do not give up on yourself. Very tricky, I know, because sometimes, I mean, like you can go like a month or 2 months not doing anything that is aligned, that aligns with whatever it is you want to achieve or aligns with your goals or anything. But the moment you catch yourself again, rise up. Even the scripture says that the righteous will fall 7 times or 1,000 times and it will rise up again. So it's okay for you to derail, it's okay for you to get tired, it's okay to feel overwhelmed, it's okay to just want to give up, but take a breather, rest, and try to start again. Don't give up on yourself, no matter how long it takes you. I understand that last year you couldn't achieve it, this year it's going again, but let this YouTube video be the one to encourage you again to say you can do it. You out there can achieve whatever it is that you set your mind to do. With, of course, using all the tips I've shared today, having the right support system, friends, and things that help you, that encourage you, listening to people that just remind you of what you carry on your inside and not what your weaknesses are. I'm sure you'll be able to achieve your goals. I look forward to you being able to start again, or I look forward to you achieving your goals and sticking to your New Year resolutions at the end of 2023, full of testimonies and full of good memories. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you very much. Please do not forget to like, share, leave a comment, and also subscribe if you learned a thing or two from this video. Bye, guys.